The drama surrounding Katy Perry's infamous space trip didn't so much launch as it combusted, leaving behind a media crater far deeper than her 11-minute journey above the Earth. In an age where influencers document breakfast like it's the second coming, Perry's brief suborbital hop aboard a Blue Origin rocket was wrapped in the solemn trappings of space-age mythmaking. She wasn't just taking a ride, at least not in her mind. This was ascension, enlightenment, a new chapter in cosmic history. Or so she claimed. It all began with a proclamation. "You are officially an astronaut," someone announced with gravitas that could have sold a used rocket. The internet barely had time to roll its collective eyes before the mockery began. "I guess I'm a brain surgeon then," one commentator deadpanned. It was the moment a glittering pop star's sincere yearning for spiritual rebirth collided head-on with the internet's bottomless appetite for irony. And so, like a scene lifted straight from a satirical screenplay, Katy Perry emerged from her capsule like a spacefaring Botticelli, clutching a daisy and declaring herself one with the cosmos. She kissed the scorched West Texas dirt with all the fervor of a moon landing, though her journey lasted scarcely longer than a microwave burrito cycle. Somewhere in some faceless NASA break room, real astronauts choked on powdered coffee as they watched a pop icon hijack the narrative of human exploration and turn it into a glitter-dusted Instagram moment. The official response came swiftly and with bureaucratic elegance. The Federal Aviation Administration issued a polite clarification. "No, Ms. Perry, you are not technically an astronaut. That designation, it turns out, requires more than a celebrity pass and an emotional press conference." With that, the tone of the coverage shifted. Katy's PR-powered cosmic odyssey suddenly resembled a middle school science project with a luxury budget. The memes arrived like clockwork. Budget airline landings set to circus music, stills of Perry crying in zero gravity overlaid with existential TikTok captions, and 1,000 late-night jokes delivered with savage glee. Still, she persisted. Perry doubled down, producing vlogs adorned with slow-motion footage of daisies rising skyward, as if her mere presence had rekindled humanity's dormant love affair with the stars. But the gravity of reality was beginning to reassert itself, and its pull was merciless. Enter the Simpsons. Somewhere in the anarchic writer's room of Springfield, the yellow-skinned satirists found their latest muse. The leaked storyboard sketches told the tale. Cartoon Katy, barely 50 centimeters tall, flailing in zero gravity while Lisa Simpson rolled her eyes and consulted a checklist titled, "Things That Actually Matter in Space." The parody was merciless. Perry was depicted sobbing cosmic revelations into a daisy while Mission Control looked on in bewildered horror. When the leaks hit the web, even the most jaded bloggers had to concede. It was comedic gold fired straight into the sun. Back in Malibu, the mood among Perry's handlers shifted dramatically. Crystals were shelved, gratitude journals closed. What had begun as a glossy, orchestrated media campaign had devolved into a PR inferno. Her legal team sprang into action, firing cease and desist letters toward Fox with the desperation of someone trying to plug a leaky boat with glitter. But this was The Simpsons, a show that had survived attacks from popes, presidents, and every stripe of celebrity in between. Threatening to silence The Simpsons was like challenging a hurricane to a polite debate. The response from Fox insiders was predictable. They didn't back down. In fact, the writers reportedly sharpened their satirical blades. Instead of retreat, they leaned into the controversy. Because controversy, as any seasoned producer knows, is free advertising. Meanwhile, Katy's team splintered into factions. Some begged her to lean in and laugh along, to embrace the roast with grace. Others plotted all-out war, including a proposed documentary titled Cosmic Bloom, complete with violin scores and footage of Perry allegedly praying beside the launch booster. Even Jeff Bezos, the billionaire ringmaster of Blue Origin, reportedly voiced second thoughts. At a private event, he quipped that next time he might just send Snoop Dogg. At least the guy understands how to chill. The joke, meant in passing, cracked fault lines in the foundation of Blue Origin's celebrity strategy. What was once framed as a beacon of STEM inspiration now looked like a sideshow of billionaire ego and pop star self-delusion. Critics were unrelenting. Talk show monologues skewered the entire affair. She spent 11 minutes in the sky and came back preaching cosmic enlightenment, Joe Rogan barked. I drive longer than that for coffee. Meanwhile, social media mushroomed with memes of Perry parachuting into astronaut support groups or giving tearful TED Talks about seeing the moon, doing a whole bunch of nothing. But the satire hit hardest when it came from The Simpsons. Rumored scenes included Perry mistaking a floating barf bag for a microphone and Bart dubbing her the first official #astronaut. As these animations leaked online, the hashtag #Simpsonaut began trending, and Katy's legal team scrambled to stem the tide. But the harder they pushed, the more oxygen they gave the fire. Every attempt to muzzle the show only fueled its reach, cementing the moment in pop culture history. In an attempt to regain control of the narrative, Perry appeared on morning shows with a softer tone. "I respect the legacy of real astronauts," she said, trying to sound contrite. But sincerity doesn't land when your apology tour drops the same week as your new line of cosmic-themed merchandise. The contradiction was too stark. Even sympathetic commentators rolled their eyes. By then, the court of public opinion had split. Some fans viewed her as a trailblazer mocked by an out-of-touch establishment. Others saw her as the epitome of influencer hubris, tone-deaf, privileged, and painfully unaware of how ridiculous the entire spectacle appeared to the average viewer. And then there was the silent middle, those simply enjoying the drama unfold, popcorn in hand, watching one of the most expensive vanity projects in entertainment history unravel like a season finale gone rogue. Calls for damage control reached a fever pitch. Perry's advisors proposed a TikTok duet with Homer Simpson or a STEM scholarship funded by sales of her now notorious Daisy. But the ship had sailed, and Katy's halo had tilted beyond repair. The moment had passed, but not before embedding itself into the cultural bloodstream. Part morality tale, part comedy of errors. In the end, what was meant to be a symbol of transcendence became an accidental masterclass in overreach. Katy Perry wanted to touch the stars. Instead, she became one more cautionary tale in the galaxy of celebrity spectacle. Brilliant, brief, and burned into memory not as an icon of inspiration, but as a cosmic punchline. What do you think? Was Katy unfairly mocked, or did the media circus come with the territory? Is celebrity space travel inspiring, or just another avenue for ego projection? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into pop culture's strangest space saga, hit like, subscribe, and buckle in for more stories from the wild side of fame.